This is Plant-Based Briefing, the best way to cook vegetables to preserve antioxidants by Dr. Michael Greger at nutritionfacts.org. And I'm Marian Erickson. This is the Plant-Based Podcast where I curate a variety of articles on plant-based and vegan living, get permission, and narrate them to you here in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. So now let's get to today's Plant-Based Briefing. The Best Way to Cook Vegetables to Preserve Antioxidants by Michael Greger, MD at nutritionfacts.org. Which method of cooking vegetables preserves the most antioxidants? You may remember when I compared the effects of different cooking methods on certain phytonutrients in bell peppers, mushrooms, and a few other veggies. Well, food scientists have outdone themselves in this study. They looked at 6 different cooking methods on 20 different vegetables, comparing 3 distinct measures of antioxidant activity. That's more than 300 separate experiments to figure out the best way to cook our vegetables. First, though, let's figure out the worst in terms of loss of antioxidant content. Consider boiling, microwaving, pressure cooking in water, griddling like cooking in a frying pan without oil, frying in a frying pan, and baking at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 Celsius. What's your guess for the worst? The worst is boiling when it comes to losing antioxidants. The second worst? Boiling under pressure. When we use wet cooking methods, some of the nutrition is lost into the cooking water. When it comes to preparing vegetables with their antioxidants in mind, water is not a cook's best friend. How bad is bad? It may be less than you think. Averaging over those 20 vegetables, boiling only removes about 14% of the antioxidants. So if you really like boiled broccoli, fine, just eat 1 more floret. 7 florets of boiled broccoli have all the antioxidant power of 6 florets of raw broccoli. So the best way to eat your veggies is really whichever way will get you to eat the most of them, with the exception of frying, which not only adds empty calories, but also toxic byproducts that are produced when oils are heated to frying temperatures. What's the gentlest cooking method? The one that preserves the most antioxidants? Microwaving, which preserves more than 97% of the antioxidants. One vegetable has antioxidants that can really get clobbered no matter how you cook it, losing up to 75% of its antioxidant capacity. What's that one vegetable that's really best eaten raw? Was it artichoke hearts, asparagus, beets, broad beans, also known as fava beans, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, carrots, celery, eggplant, garlic, green beans, leeks, corn on the cob, onions, peas, bell peppers, spinach, Swiss chard, or zucchini? The most vulnerable vegetable is the bell pepper. So I try to eat those raw or add them right at the end to whatever I'm cooking, like pasta sauce, so they just kind of get warmed up without really getting cooked. On the other hand, 3 vegetables are hardly affected by cooking at all. You could even boil them and still retain nearly all their antioxidants. Can you guess at least one of the 3? They're artichokes, beets, and onions. Boil away. Asparagus gets an honorable mention here. It's pretty much unaffected by any cooking method except for frying, so you can boil asparagus too. Final question, and perhaps the most interesting. There are 2 vegetables that, no matter what you do to them, tend to increase in antioxidant value. They may become even healthier upon cooking. Which 2 are they? First, the runner-up, green beans. With the exception of boiling and pressure cooking, they actually increase in antioxidant power when cooked. So microwaved green beans have more antioxidants than raw. And tied for first, which 2 vegetables nearly always increase in value no matter how you cook them? Carrots and celery. So when you make a nice vegetable soup, we can actually boost their nutrition. One vegetable that wasn't covered was one of my favorites, kale. As I discuss in my video How to Cook Greens linked here, kale can be cooked by blanching or steaming to boost antioxidants. It can even be boiled and not lose antioxidant nutrition. You just listened to The Best Way to Cook Vegetables to Preserve the Most Antioxidants by Michael Greger, MD at nutritionfacts.org. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson. I'll be out of town on vacation for the next 2 weeks. My husband and I are celebrating our 25th anniversary, so I'll be publishing some encore episodes. And some of them actually are interesting for me to listen to again because I just don't remember all the details. You know, it's funny, people ask me about honey and what's wrong with honey, and I don't remember the details. So one of those episodes is about honey, for example. So I hope you enjoy them as well. We're going to be in Las Vegas. This week, my husband has a conference, and I'll be relaxing by the pool and reading a bazillion books, hopefully. And next week, we have tickets for the Pro Pickleball Tour, PPA, which is going to be in Las Vegas at the Darling Tennis Center. So if you want to turn on or go to pickleballtv.com, you might see us on TV. And I'm looking forward to reaching out to a few of the pros who are vegan, Megan Dazan, Krista Getcheva, and Salome Davidze, because I reached out to one of my contacts at PETA to let them know that there are 3 pro pickleball players who are vegan and passionate about animals, and hopefully they would write an article about them or something. And they said they have reached out to them, they've DM'd, but I have a contact person in case they didn't get that DM or whatever and they want to follow up. So hopefully PETA will do an article or something about these amazing women. So I will be sure to share it if there is something that they publish. And while we're there, we also have some reservations at some amazing vegan restaurants. Apparently there's a huge vegan scene in Las Vegas. One of the restaurants is a full blackout restaurant. I forget what it's called, but completely dark. The servers apparently have infrared cameras so they can see what they're doing, but it's supposed to heighten your sense of taste and smell. So I'm a little nervous about it, but it's a completely vegan menu, so that's going to be great. And I will share photos on Plant-Based Briefing's Instagram and Facebook of some of this great vegan food. So I hope you enjoy these upcoming encore episodes, and please share this one with anyone who might benefit. And thanks for listening.